Hello and welcome back to Disc Golf Network's coverage of the 2022 United States Disc Golf Championship. We are in the second round and bringing you the back nine where Ricky Wysocki holds a two-shot lead on the Winthrop Arena course. Nate Sexton here with you along with Brian Earhart.
I mean, the story this round has been the battle between Ricky Wysocki and Niklas Anttila. We've watched them play some fantastic golf. Funny enough, Ricky hasn't looked as clean off the tee as Niklas, but he's been saving these incredible pars. But we come into a great stretch of the course. Hole number 10, eagleable par 4. It says 549, but like Nate, you said yesterday, the clear to get to the green, this is out of bounds the entire way right here. It's about 460 or so on a pretty controlled line. OB behind the basket as well. If you want to play for the birdie, you throw a controlled hyzer off to the left side, you chip up to the basket from about 300.
Chance here for Ricky to really kind of take the tournament by the horns with an eagle here. Does it have enough length? You would think it does. And yikes. Oh my goodness. Brutal. It spent so much time in bounds.
It was just too far to the left. The OB started creeping up over there.
Wow. That's a drop zone he's going to advance to. Par, best case. There's no way this clears. Nose up like that, I can't imagine. He'd have to be so powerful. Close.
Again, it's just too far left. If he swung it out right, that would have been great.
Yeah, any kind of flip on that.
Yeah.
And he's got plenty of distance.
Same mistake.
If anybody could clear it over here, it'd be Garrett.
Wow.
Boy.
I don't even think there's wind out there.
No, there's not. Not appreciable amount, really. It's pretty calm. And Niklas says, nice try, guys. Let me just show you how it's done for a nice conservative birdie play. This hole is such a hindsight is 2020 kind of thing.
Definitely.
You know, you just question yourself, and if you eagle it, fantastic. If you don't, you're like, why did I do that? The birdie was right there. Such a tough risk-reward decision-making hole, and that's why it stays like this year in and year out, because it just pushes the players into uncomfortable situations and provides such an opportunity for big movement up or down the leaderboard. They've got about 330 feet here from the drop, and they're doing it pretty well so far. That's two good shots. And now over to Niklas.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
You wonder if that was a strategic play. Was he practicing the eagle in practice, and then he just saw Ricky go out of bounds?
I think with a guy like Niklas, he's got both ready to go. It's whatever he's feeling, and it sure makes that decision easy when you see 3 red flags ahead of you, because it's like, well, do I really need to take 2 off of these guys? Nah, 1 will be all right. Maybe 2 right there, as we see Noah. Disappointing miscue there, putting for par, and now this left for the single bogey. Oh, no.
That's now a longer putt than he just had.
I did not see this coming. He's been pretty solid. No way. Oh, that's brutal for Noah. Ricky does get the save up and down.
And it's brutal coming into this stretch of the course. Hole 11, 12, 13. Triple bogey.
Oh, man, we're going to have to see. This is just gut check time for him. I mean, how you recover from an absolute putting meltdown going forward it can be so difficult. Just, you got to feel for him. That is really hard to watch.
And now you got to step up to hole 11 and potentially get aggressive on this tee shot. As you see all the out of bounds pockets here, getting to a comfortable spot is about 450 if you want to play for the birdie. As you see, the sloped green that you have to attack, it's tough with a forehand and a backhand. Again, the forehand coming in with too much angle can hit and roll left.
Niklas up first after that birdie. Sitting just one shot back from Wysocki. Nice low line, but is it too low? Oh yeah, just over. And man, that grass is so long in there right now. If he hits about 5 feet shorter with no angle, like that thing was hitting dead flat, I don't know that it pushes through, but he just clears. And that's going to be fine. Ricky getting kind of frisky over here, way up high right. But I would think this has plenty of distance.
That's a perfect shot. That's fantastic.
That is really nice. My guess is he would like it lower down the hill. I don't think he probably wants to ride the line like this, like Garrett's doing. Does this have enough? Weird shot, right? He was trying. He had to be just trying to lay up, but he just grip locked it because that was a low power, not looking for much. That, and as you all know, anybody who's played disc golf, going out of bounds on a layup attempt, there's nothing more frustrating. Nice recovery shot, way up the fairway, and that's where you want to be. Now you can see the green. That it's so important. Instead of playing it blind, you can just see the distance, you can see the slope. Wow, ultra aggressive. Can it curl back around out of the hazard? Yes. Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen that from that spot.
That, I mean, it's kind of a wild man play. I mean, to go roller, the hill does hold it. He did a great job with it. He's got an opportunity to save his par from way back. Oh, this might be too much drift. I don't know if I like this one. Oh, great break.
Especially in that grass.
And coming out of an Annie. So it's not like it's got a whole ton of right movement. That was a great skip for Niklas. Back in bounds.
So this is why I liked Ricky being on top of the hill. He could just go base plastic approach disc.
Yeah.
You can just throw that slammer.
Yeah, he's one of the best at that. Even 300 feet, 320 feet, he can still go to that. And Noah's got the shortest approach in. Does skip it through the hazard, and that's beautiful, 20-footer. Garrett with a testy par putt from high on the hill.
Never feels good to throw such an incredible scramble and just not capitalize. Oh, yeah.
Clean as you like for Niklas. Just out of the hand beautifully. Nice putt. You know that's a difficult putt for him after what we saw on 10.
Hole 12. Just another monster par 4, big downhill drive. We have these OB pockets yet again, like you said yesterday, Nate. This section right here that the drone is flying over really blocks where a lot of comfortable tee shots land. You have to get aggressive and put it by that drop zone. And then you have a decision to make. You have to attack either this really tight sliver of a green with a fast green, obviously. You see the dirt patch right there. Or you play the safe hyzer, way out to the left side, chip up, get your par. This is a very challenging hole that always seems to average over par.
Niklas looks to be playing for par here. Nice safe hyzer. Needs just to sit, and it does. Don't mind that play at all. This is certainly one of those holes that can balloon into a big score, as it is one of the few holes on the course that plays stroke and distance rules where you only have the drop zone or the previous lie. So that drop zone's about 360 feet from the basket, as Ricky also plays layup. That kind of surprises me, actually. If you miss that 360-foot shot a couple times, which we've seen on video every year, it can turn into a really big number quick. This looks like a lot of power. If it can pull left before this tree, it's ideal. It's still good, but it could have been incredible.
Yeah, that was big. And he's in a nice spot for footing, too. He actually has a pretty decent option to go down that right side.
Nice shot from Garrett.
I don't think I've seen this many layups from such powerful players. Are the players finally wising up to this hole?
I would appear so. I'm surprised, though. I think these guys, you know, such great control at the top end of their power, and it's not even really close to the top end for them to clear that circle. So, while I don't mind the play at all, par will not hurt you, I am a little surprised to see a hyper-aggressive player like Ricky Wysocki lay back here. And that's huge. He's going to have a little more than a jump putt to the basket. How aggressive is Garrett going to get here? Wow, so he goes short tee shot and then attacks.
Either one.
And rewarded. That had to be 420, 430 to clear?
Definitely.
Maybe more.
That was a big shot.
Interesting strategy to play short and then risk it.
I'd like to ask him on his thoughts on that because with...
Oh, no way.
gosh.
Come on, roll. Come on, come on. That is beautiful. Well deserved, because that was coming in if not for the rock. If anything, now maybe a little easier putt to run going up the hill, so I don't think that hurt him. Yeah, it doesn't quite compute, right, to go safe off the drive. You kind of would think you take the risk there on the tee shot, and if you're OB, at least you go to the drop zone right away.
But, I mean, you have the power of Garrett Gurthie, and the OB opens up as you get farther past that drop zone. But, again...
You and I, it just proves we would not understand what to do if we had that power.
It proves that I've taken a few sevens on this hole, that's for sure.
Birdie putt just low. Going to be an easy par. And G with the surprise birdie, surprise attack birdie. Maybe that's a mental game. Maybe you pitch up short. Everybody thinks I'm playing for par. Then you go into attack mode and get up and down from 440 feet.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's him putting himself to a comfortable range where he can power up on something.
Yeah,
you know?
that is certainly something.
Yeah.
That, I think you have to be right about that, because that drop zone could almost be an uncomfortable distance for somebody like him. He'd rather be 420, because that's just kind of an easy, smooth swing. Checking in with our leaderboard through 12 holes, Ricky Wysocki at the top, 14 under. Niklas Anttila, 13. Paul McBeth is 8 under through 12. So as he does, back into the mix right away. Bradley Williams also playing fantastic, 7 under. And Jake Mon still in the mix at just 17 years old. That is impressive, to say the least.
Hole 13, we watched it yesterday. Tough shots. Players are finding a hyzer that's giving them an opportunity to throw a decently long shot to get up and down here. I'm interested to see if everyone is going to take that same hyzer or if we're going to see some of those drifty turnover shots.
This is just a really tough hole. I mean, 818 feet for a par 4 with a lot of out of bounds is fairly long if there isn't a mountain in the way. And this one has a mountain in the way. So you really can't go big off the drive. There's no real way to do it. You know, 400 feet is kind of a bomb off of this tee shot. Certainly with the hyzer, you're not going to get any more than that. So it leaves a long and very daunting second shot with out of bounds looming on the right side and really tough rough on the left. Not to mention that the basket is one of the most guarded baskets we've played all year. There's 20 footers that you are hating if you come in on the wrong angle. There's that flex play. It appears to be way out of bounds, out of the hand, and it's probably great.
Yeah, I mean, he leaned on that one. That was super overstable.
I think that's ideal position.
Yeah.
Now he opens that gap up to stay away from the OB.
Turn more.
Ricky gonna look for a path slide here, and he might have got it. Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man. He's gonna have a little bit of a tricky putt, but what a shot.
It was like turning the entire way, but it was on hyzer.
He didn't think it was enough. You heard him saying turn more, and I guess it listened.
Here we go.
Wow, and Garrett has the late drift on lock as well. The last Guardian trees stop him. He'll have an edge of circle putt from there. Wow, those are two really good shots. Wow. What a flip. That's awful. I think the beautiful shot, the lie he's going to have might be impossible. We're going to see, but he slid long behind all those bushes. Plus, then you have the trees in your way. Does not get the commitment from Noah, and he's going to be in the rough. Should be able to lay that up, I would think. Whew,
oh boy,
maybe not. Worse than I feared. I was hoping we'd see him jump putt out of this.
Go.
Onto the path at least. That's probably doable. Does Niklas have any kind of play for the basket here? Oh, he was that far left. He must have got a funny kick too, because I saw him sliding down the path. I didn't think he jumped across that much. Let's go. Great putt. Great save.
I really respect how he's staying in there. He is
Definitely.
staying focused. He bounced back from the 7 with the birdie. Great putt there from Noah.
Just has not been a great putting day for Garrett. He's been close, but not too many of them are dropping for him. And just like I thought, Wysocki, look at how obstructed he is. He obviously should have made that, and he knows that. But having to go to a knee from right next to the basket and have to swing your arm through bushes, it's a little much, in my opinion, that this green is so nasty when you've approached from over 400 feet.
Yeah, it's one thing to have the basket surrounded by these trees, whatever, but the underbrush is still there behind the basket and to the side of the basket.
Yes. I'm on the side of too much. That's my official vote. Hole 14, par 3, 413 going down the hill. Everything left of the path, excluding the green, is hazard. So if you're out there by the hay bales or down left, you're putting from there with penalty. You've got OB long where at that street. So if you push it really long, you're going to take that penalty as well. Tough, slopey green, tall basket, hard to run putts from deep here.
This is one of my favorite greens to watch backhand throwers stick their shots on. It's tough.
Yeah, it is. It's just basically they throw it and then they all go, don't hit the path, don't hit the path. Almost going to have a tough putt for par from down there. Yeah, with the backhand, that sidewalk is not your friend. Unless, of course, maybe you hit a skip ace. We have seen that done before.
Yes.
Yes. So the difference, as you can tell, with that speed coming down, if that hits the sidewalk, it's probably past the basket in the OB. If it hits a fire ant hill like it did, perfect. Careful with your ankles, though. Those things are pretty mean. Wow, that is so much height. There you go. There you hear the mandatory call of don't hit the sidewalk, and beautiful distance control. The reason he throws it so high is so he can ensure that the angle is more severe than the hill it's landing on, so that he can still spike even going downhill. Not an easy thing to do.
Oh, no.
And this must be inside short based on the oh no that he let out after he released it. Just a little bit.
I love it.
Comeback putter Wow, dude, that's 2 outside circle in a row. Mental strength. Beautiful from Noah. That was a huge save.
Like, these are all victories for Noah. He's been grinding on the road all year. He's had some amazing rounds. He's had some rough rounds. But the fact that he's able to bounce back after all this.
And the thing he's got to keep in mind is nobody plays the USDGC with like 8 perfect 9s.
Exactly.
Like you're gonna have your problems. And he obviously had a huge one there on hole 10, but he's still in a great position in this tournament, and it seems like he knows that, and he recognizes that he just has to keep his head down, get to work, and he's going to be able to salvage this round if he keeps this up and live to fight into the weekend. Ricky Wysocki with the only birdie there.
And we're going to move to the triple Mando, hole number 15. A little bit of an L shape, almost a J, so to speak. Low bullet with some skip underneath this triple Mando. Inside is great. You can go long and still have a pretty easy look at the basket. And then, yeah, this is the most protected green on the entire course. You'd rather be on the left side than the right. Otherwise, you have some serious trick putts that you have to land here.
Yeah, I would say short right, basically impossible. Left is good, like you're talking. Ooh, yes, it's okay. I was worried it had a little too much flip up, but that's ideal. Running way around the corner, that's going to be a putter in, I would think. Fantastic drive. And Niklas is about to almost match it. I thought maybe it had enough stretch. Those bushes are waiting there for you if you try to kind of. You would like to think that your job is finished, right? Once you make it through this triple Mando, but that's not the case. And that's a miss for Noah. He'll go up to a drop zone where it is possible to save par. This is going a long way. Wow. Oh, man, over the path. He doesn't even have anything in the way now.
So this is a drop zone for missing the Mando.
Needs to catch a little edge. Yes. Oh, that's great. Really good recovery shot. So Niklas, I would have thought almost roller. Maybe he's got some kind of backdoor window. If he can play a skip here. Nope. He'll have actually still some work to do. Got to go to the forehand. Try to glide this in. And I don't know that I like this. Oh, good. It does slide. I was a little worried if it catches the grass and takes a little rollout that he would be faced with a circle 2 putt, but he's done pretty well there. Little bit obstructed. I'm sure he meant to swing that more left. Wow. Bullseye.
Oh, yeah.
There's the putt, Garrett. Nice birdie.
Nice save. Oh.
Some moments of brilliance this round for Noah, but just not a rhythm.
No, certainly
No rhythm.
Certainly the short putt is way in his head at this point. Ricky Wysocki moves to 8 under. That was the hot round from round 1. He's at 16 total. This pace is going to win the tournament. I mean, if he can keep this up, look at him. He's pulled 3 clear. Jake Mon will not stop. This guy is 7 under. That's incredible. Niklas Anttila and Paul Macbeth up there as well. Gannonber and Bradley Williams also playing phenomenal today.
Isaac Robinson, 7 down.
Wow. People figuring some stuff out maybe. I think it looks like the scores are going to be a little bit better today than they were day 1. Looking at 16, 391 feet with hazard everywhere. Certainly the best play is a straight shot up the middle with a fairway or a mid-range. If you have that kind of distance and control, that is the safest way to play this hole.
No.
Over flipped.
Way over flipped.
Can he really get a green flag? He can.
That's a 60-footer, though. That's about edge of circle 2.
But Rick, if there's anybody who does not care about
Yeah.
he just needs a green flag and the basket's in danger. He'll be frustrated clearly, but this is not going to make it. I think this is drifting way left. That'll be a really hard putt because he's got those little blockers late, but he's also got probably nearly 50 feet from there for the par. And Niklas has kind of pulled it as well. There is some hope of kind of a little backdoor action here. Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
He knows he doesn't like it, but he loves the result.
Yeah, certainly not the line he's looking for, sneaking through those trees, because one kick would spell disaster into the hazard right. Such an easy mistake to make. Especially after you see a couple guys overcook it to the right, you try to go, okay, yeah, so don't do that. Next thing you know, you're out in the hazard left. I just want to putt like him for one day, just to try it. I'm not greedy. Doesn't even have to be a tournament. Just let me do it for just one casual.
I mean, everyone's worked on the practice basket trying to figure out how the heck he gets it to come out of his hand like that, but it's really, really hard to do.
Yes, it is. Garrett just short, so neither one of those guys able to save from the hazard. And man, this gives you an idea about how close Niklas got. There he is with his drive.
He went long of the basket.
Nice birdie. Putting together a great round. 6 under so far with a couple of bogeys in the middle of the course.
All right, long walk is over, and here we are, number 17, 249, shortest hole in the course. In that left position, it's playing as the hardest hole in the course. It definitely drops back a few spots on that list when it goes to the middle position. So this is kind of the ace run position. If you want to birdie the hole, the play is to almost ace run. That is really high. And still sticks it on the island, about 40-footer. Great shot.
Does it have enough length? Yes, it does. Fantastic shot. Ricky Wysocki is 16 under bogey free for the tournament. That's incredible.
And in the press conference, he said 5 down is what he was looking for. So this is great.
5 down per round. Wow. Yeah, he's leaving that pace in the dust. Very conservative, and I kind of love it that he just turns it over and says, no worries, let me just get out of here with a 3.
No, go. Get up. Go.
Oh, man. This is going to be well long enough, I think. Ooh.
Okay.
Scary putt. Very scary putt right now for the bogey. Garrett going to just lay that up. Wow. He's playing well enough. He doesn't need that one. When you see Ricky Wysocki lay up,
That's why they laid up.
Good thing that stopped. Yeah, once you see Rick lay up, it's like a free card for everyone. Lay up without any kind of regret. Because if Ricky's not running it, I think maybe you got to look in the mirror and go, who do I think I am? Trying to attack this shot if that guy doesn't want anything to do with it.
But I mean, if you take the big number going into this hole, it's awful. It's exhausting. So take your par, move it into 18. This is just iconic. I mean, you can get aggressive off the tee and put it to somewhat of a flat spot and then have just a really touchy second to the basket that is completely out of your sight, drop down here. This is just a tough birdie. I don't care what the conditions are.
This is the hardest hole on the course, statistically, today. So saving the best for last in terms of challenge. So tough to get to a spot where you like your footing. See if any of these guys are interested in pushing it that far up the fairway. This is conservative.
But
And great. Safe. Rick needs this to sit. Oh, that's okay. But yeah, not ideal. Gonna make that upshot a little harder.
Nice and easy. I mean, none of these are really in birdie range, though. I mean, if they want the birdie, it's a really tough second shot.
Needs to dig. That's okay, but yeah, I agree with you. These guys are all position B at best, and it's kind of a decision time. Garrett is throwing very aggressive, and I really like the way he put a little touch of Anheuser. A little too much, though, potentially. Dang it. I really thought that thing was going to swing down for him. I like that he extended the shot straight. That's what you have to do from this far back. Just didn't get the finish. Similar shot. There's some stability working in. Oh, wow.
That is sick.
Oh, wow. Oh, that was amazing. He's going to have a drop-in birdie. Nice highlight to finish the day after a lot of red on the scorecard lately. Uh-oh, Ricky is going to make a bogey now, I think. That was early out of the hand, and I don't think there's any way he runs a putt from there. So perhaps bogey-free over just that quickly.
That's the finish you're looking for. 25-footer.
Yeah, no way you can run that. You just got to tap in your single bogey, and still a great round for Ricky Wysocki, no question. Garrett, very scary putt here. Beautiful. What a save. Makes the par. Niklas. And that is a birdie, and it's going to tie things up with Ricky Wysocki. Great birdie from Noah. Fans appreciate seeing that approach shot. That was picture perfect.
I mean, Rick just had to give us a little bit of drama going into the third round. Bogey on 18 puts him tied with Ricky Wysocki and Jake Mon, the 17-year-old.
He's gonna have the honors. He's gonna have the honors on hole 1 with the hot round. First name on the lead card at 17 years old. Not a player I think many of us have ever seen on video. I cannot wait to see how his game shapes up. I mean, clearly He is racking up birdies. 15 under for the event. 3-way tie on the top, and Bradley Williams is going to join them on that lead card for Saturday's round 3. Thank you guys so much for joining us at the 2022 USDGC. We'll be back tomorrow with weekend action. 36 holes left to play to decide the final major champion of the 2022 season.